Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike and he's Jay, and we just sat on our asses and watched the entire Microsoft
Xbox One gaming reveal thing that they did.
That thing, the E3, like it was. Someone
Look
said
at the man.
It was supposed to be
little man.
It started with the Xbox 360 thing, right?
They pretty much like said, okay, for any existing Xbox Live Gold member and any new Xbox Live Gold member, they're going to start giving away 2 free games a month up until the release of Xbox One. So, and the first 2 that they're going to be make it available is Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3 that you can download for free, I'm assuming. Like, I don't know, it's like dangling carrots in your face.
Yeah, they were like, it's like they know they're doing damage control first off. They know all the shit that's going on. If you guys probably all know about all that stuff, but they're like they're wanting to like appease people and like make them feel better about it or whatever. So they're like, here, we're making the Xbox 360 look different, and we're going to give you some free games. And it's like, oh, what free games are you going to give us? Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed 2, both of which you could probably buy at GameStop for $6.
There was like a couple people.
Oh, gee, thanks.
There was a couple people like.
Yeah. and you know, if those are the 2 that they showed, the ones that they didn't show are even shittier.
Well, it's like, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I understand, like, they have got a massive backlash going against it. Like, the whole Connect thing, online, 24 hours a day, you have to sign in, whatever they're doing. They're not going to answer any of those questions. So it's like I said, dangling carrots in your face. They're saying, hey, look at all this cool shit we're going to come out with existing hardware, and then look at all these new games that they're coming out. Graphic-wise, it looks cool, whatever.
That's the thing. That's it right there, dude. What they did, they came out with all the games and stuff, and there was some good stuff in it. There was some really cool stuff in the press conference. But I'd give them like a D- on the whole thing, dude, because they didn't answer a single one of the gamers' questions.
They're not going to.
Nothing.
They're not going to.
No, nothing about the Kinect. No, and you know what that says? Dude, that's proof right there. It's true. It is true. The used game bullshit's true. The Kinect being on, having to check in, all that stuff, it's got to be true. Because if it wasn't true, they would just come out and be like, no, that's not true. This is how it is. But they're completely ignoring everybody.
Yeah.
They're not saying anything. It's bullshit. And then, even the way those guys talk when they come out, dude, they're just like, oh, and we know you guys want more. So even more than what we've already given you. So we're going to give you this too. And it's like,
they're completely oblivious.
I'm sorry, we want a lot for all
the
shit
ignoring. They want to ignore what's going on here. Like what like the shit that's coming to them. They want to completely ignore that and say, okay, everything is good, everything's okay. So let me just show you this. Now I knew that that was the biggest when they did their Xbox One reveal. I was like, well, you're only like all about TV and movies, and you don't give a shit about gamers. So they came out with this, and they showed all their games off.
Sure.
Like I said, the graphics, they look good. Some of the new IPs that are coming out look cool. Like that Spark looks, it's going to be appealing to a lot of people, like create your own world and stuff like that, and Connect, whatever. I mean, if that's like what you want to buy. But I don't want to use fucking Connect. And then this new thing where they came out with Smart Glass. What the fuck is that?
That's another, as far as talking about bad things about it, that's another. They just dropped that giant bomb on us. They're like, and here, you can use Smart Glass to do this. And he's got like an iPad, and you're like, what the fuck is Smart Glass? Why didn't you explain that to me?
At first we were like, okay, well, Smart Glass, they say is built into the console. They're like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be like an extra feature that you're gonna get. But then like, but when I use my Smart Glass tablet, I can do this. So I don't have a Smart Glass tablet.
It doesn't come with it.
Yeah,
it doesn't come
I
with
have to buy that?
How much do you think that shit's gonna cost?
$1 million.
And there was a scene in when they showed off Dead Rising 3 too, and there was a scene in that where he gets in a situation, there's zombies everywhere, and they're like, but when you get stuck in a position like this, you can pull out your Smart Glass tablet and order like a strike from these drones. Like, that's great, badass, whatever. How much is a Smart Glass going to cost me on top?
And I don't want to use that. I want to play with my freaking remote. I don't want to pull out a separate remote or an additional hardware piece and be like, okay, wait a minute, I'm going to put this down, then I'm going to do this, and okay, now I'll go back. That breaks the friggin', when you're absorbed into a game, that breaks the whole friggin' thing.
Yeah.
If you're captivated by a game and you're into the game, like, that's the whole point. You're like, it's your world, you're in there, but then you got to put something down and, oh, I'm going to do this. Now, it's just fucking...
We got to do touchscreen something. We got to do tablet something. Like, you're not iPhones. You're not the Apple. It's gaming. I just want to sit with my controller and play a freaking video game. And they didn't add to any of that. There was that one game that they revealed, Rise, looked pretty damn badass.
That looked awesome. That
looked really great. And basically what this is for me, talking about the good in it is going to be, this is why it'll suck that I'm not going to buy a 360, or I'm not going to buy an Xbox One. I'm not. They revealed the price tag for it, $499 at the end of it.
It comes in November.
On November the 1st. November the 1st?
I think they just said November.
November 2013, and it's going to cost $500. So it's going to cost this much more than the last Xbox. You're going to have to buy a tablet on top of it, and they didn't answer any of the fucking questions that people had for them. So it's just a smack in everybody's face.
The price tag for me, I would be down for that. That's fine if it did more. If they had actually like got through my fears. Like my fears are always like, it has to be on 24 hours a day. It has to do this. It has to be plugged in. The Kinect has to be plugged in. You have to sign in 24 hours. well, at least once a day. And if you don't, it just becomes a big block of poop or whatever. They didn't answer any of those questions, so I don't even know I don't want to pay $500 for a machine with pretty graphics. I mean, it had great graphics looking shit and gameplay looked good, but then I don't want to spend the $500 and be like, I'm stuck with a fucking turd that spies on me all the time, and then it's like 90% Connect and multimedia, and the rest of it's gaming.
Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only way that I'm not buying the PlayStation 4 is if it's more expensive than Microsoft's. Because I mean, they said that people, it's like pundits were saying that they expect the PlayStation to come out cheaper. So if the PlayStation's cheaper and they don't just completely like lay a turd out there on the table for us, I'm already PlayStation. Like, and that sucks for me because we're huge Halo fans, man.
I'll be the first to admit that I'm a Halo fanboy. I've always loved Halo. Mike actually introduced me to Halo 1, and then I played that, and we got into the multiplayer and shit. But I'm not gonna buy a system strictly for $500 just because Halo's gonna be on it in 2014.
And they had a couple cool exclusive titles, but again, they're like, check out all this shit that we did. We got this exclusive title, and it's like, oh, thanks. You're still being a dick to me. Yep. I mean, you're still saying, oh, guess what? You can only play this game if you buy our shit. Oh, and we paid this indie developer this much, and we got these many studios, and we're doing all this cool shit. Instead of coming out and being like, hey, sorry, we said this the wrong way. This is the exact situation. We know why you guys are upset. Don't worry. Or just be honest and be like, yeah, you do have to keep the Kinect on 24 hours a day, or you do have to do whatever. Instead of doing any of that shit they came out with, like, yeah, but look how badass all our other shit is. It was like, they're like James Franco in Spring Breakers. They're like, look at my shit. Look at my shit. Need some suntan lotion? Lay out by the pool.
I would buy it if they gave us suntan lotion. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, they just disregarded everybody's, like, they didn't care what you were thinking. But I understand, like, now I will say that this was a game thing. It wasn't like I know they weren't supposed to be like answering the questions for the media, but I don't think they're going to. They're not going. I don't think there's even a scheduled event for them to answer questions. Now this is I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that they pulled out of that media roundtable shit after E3 where they were gonna field questions from the media. Every question they had about the Xbox One, they pulled out of that. And that was the first time any console's ever done that. Yeah. So why? Because they probably know that all the questions that they're going to ask, they're going to have to give them straight up answers, and it's going to be like, so it has to be on 24 hours a day. Yeah. We have to buy a Kinect, and it has to exclusively be for Xbox One. So if you don't have a Kinect with it, I mean, it's going to come with it, but if you don't have that plugged in with an internet connection, you can't use it. Yeah. I mean, that's what they're going to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, why not? It's simple. Like we already know the answer. Like they don't have to answer it for us. They're scared to come out and say that that's the deal. They're scared to just because why would they? If none of that stuff was true, it would take them 5 minutes to just make a statement saying this isn't true, this is true, this isn't true. But they're not. So clearly, like they are fucking us. And that's the thing. Like now it's $500. How much is Smart Glass going to cost me?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure what the hell happened there. I don't even know what this whole Smart Glass thing was. I was like, what is that? I mean, they might have talked about that before, but I haven't heard it. So yeah, I did too, and I was like, what the frig is that?
And it doesn't come with it, dude, because in all the pictures that you see, the Xbox One
and the remote. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I really think that it was kind of like a glitzy, glamour, magical show that they threw in your face with like Rip Tyler throwing beans.
All this shit. Who do you think is paying for that shit?
They look like
you are.
It looked like a Moby concert.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like all this stuff is going on in your face and just trying to distract you from the thing. And please don't be one of those people that say, "I'm going to go buy the system because Halo's going to be on it." Like
I want to be that person, but I can't afford it.
But I can't. I won't do it. But I mean, for what you're going to invest in, what you're actually going to get.
Yeah.
No way. Not for a Halo game that looks great. It looks good and the graphics look good. But for investing $500 into this system and then getting fucked every which way as you go.
Yeah.
And getting fisted
basically pissed me
in
off.
your butthole
It basically pissed me off even worse, dude, because they were like, yeah, all that shit still sucks, but look at this badass game that you're not going to get to play now because our system sucks so bad. Because the Halo that Halo trailer looked amazing. Like that was the thing. In some of the games that they showed, we actually saw for the first time the update in graphics from 360. You saw it kind of jump with like the textures and stuff like that. And Metal Gear Solid looked amazing. That looked almost the best. But that's going to be on both platforms. And you know that graphics wise, it's going to be maybe here to here either way. Like they're going to be in the same wheelhouse. Yeah. It's not like Wii going up against Xbox 360.
No, the Xbox One's being powerful, but technically on paper, they've already said the PS4 is more powerful. It's more powerful. Yeah. And one guy was like, and it's true. I mean,
there you go. Right.
3 operating systems going to run on Xbox One, supposedly. I mean, you've got the gaming platform, you got Windows 8, which fucking sucks. Windows 8's gonna be on there, and then they've got like the Internet Explorer running.
How embarrassing!
Now, how's that gonna? That's gonna slow your shit down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how slow we're talking, but it's 3 operating systems running on one machine.
And keep in mind, this is the same company, which I love the 360 and everything. This is the same company that released a 360 that wasn't yet to go out on the market yet.
Yeah,
and we paid $300 just to get Red Rings of Death every 6 months for quite a while.
They lied about that. They tried to say, oh, it's not as bad. It was like 51% failure rate on the Xbox 360, but they were like, no, it's like 20%.
What the fuck?
And they had data and like figure and facts to prove it was like 51% failure rates.
Yeah, I've had 3 times I've had to buy a new Xbox.
I've had like 3. I've had the 2 originals and then
it's like $900 I've spent on Xboxes.
Yeah.
And if I would have bought the PS3, I wouldn't have to pay for Live, and I still would have paid cheaper than what I ended up paying for.
I just wasn't like, you know what? The only way the Xbox One or Microsoft is going to be able to assuage my fears and make me feel like I'm comfortable buying a $500 thing is when they come out and answer my questions, or at least the media's question, which will probably be my questions about 24 hours. Like, I just answer the questions that everybody's scared of.
And they don't mention, like, they're like, oh, look at the smart glass, this is cool. You can play it on any smart glass tablet. Like, whoa. How much can you use an iPad just to do it, or do you have to buy a specific?
You can use an iPad.
You can. Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't have an iPad, I guess you gotta go fucking buy one.
Not an iPad, but you can use your iPhone and connect with. They had that in the reveal. Like, you can pull your iPhone up.
You guys want to see my phone? I don't have it on me. I have a $10 Walmart Go phone. Okay, because I just it's cheaper on my plan. It works out. That's neither here nor there.
I have a Pantech.
I don't have a Go phone.
I literally have a Pantech. I got it free for an update. So I don't even know where it was made. It's probably made in like bumfuck Virginia. I don't even.
So, and that's the thing. How embarrassing is it for a technical company to not even be able to play clips from their games without shit?
Well, that was a technical flub.
Like they're like, look at all, we're amazing and technical and awesome, and look at all our cool shit. And then they're like, watch a clip from our amazing thing, and it was like, the clip was playing and there was no audio, and people were like, boo. And I was like, oh, this is awkward.
And that guy was like, are we still gonna go? We're still gonna go? Okay. Yeah. And he did like the Bill of Vanilla. He's trying to exit stage. He's like, okay, we're good. Yeah. No, we're gonna. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go. Maybe later.
So, bottom line, guys, what happened with it is a bunch of smarmy assholes came out on stage.
Let's say what we found out.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
All right, break it down.
Before you interrupt me. Go ahead and do it. No, just say a bunch of smarmy assholes came out on the stage, talked about how awesome they were. They showed us some badass games. What games did we see all together?
Rise, Spark, Dead Rising 3, Halo,
Metal Gear Solid,
Metal Gear Solid, Battlefield looks amazing.
Battlefield 4. That looks amazing.
Yeah, I said Dead Rising. Forza Sport 5 or Forza 5. And then I think that was it. And then, of course, you got the announcement of the new Xbox 360 redesign, which was dumb.
And they've got these new games that you can, like, watch a show.
Why the freak do I want to go out and buy a new Xbox 360?
And decide, like, how the show's going to go when you're watching it. So, like,
that's like quantum theory.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. But they didn't show any sports games if you're interested in that. They didn't show what the graphics are going to be on those. So, and they said it's going to cost $500. Comes out November the 1st. And they introduced the smart glass thing. So
I guess you can pre-order it now. I'm assuming because they act like you can get it day one. Like, I don't know if you can go pre-order.
Apparently that new Xbox 360 is in stores right now.
Oh, is it?
It's like you can get it right now.
My Walmart manager lied to me. Okay, so that's it. I mean, I'm going to say overall presentation. I mean, we've never done this kind of percentage. I'll do it though. Yeah. I'm going to say presentation wise and the way they present 6.5. It was kind of like. It was like glitzy bullshit. I just didn't think it. The graphics wise and the ones that worked when they showed the games, they were great. When they brought the developers on, that was pretty cool. And they gave you like kind of a hint on what they're going to do with it. Yeah. That's nice. But the technical flubs, them throwing that, crap in your face, the graffiti, and saying, hey, look at all this stuff, and don't worry about all. I'm 6.5.
I give it a 4.0. That just pissed me off. They didn't even explain. They didn't explain the smart glass feature very well, and just whatever. Fuck you, Microsoft. That's how I feel about it.
Microshaft.
Yeah. So we'll see. Sony's is going to be tonight. We'll see what they have to offer, and unless Sony comes out with like an $800 system and it looks like crap, I'm pretty much on Sony's boat right now.
I'm like 90% into Sony's boat right now.
So that's where we stand, guys. Let us know where you stand below. Comment below. Let us know. Click that subscribe button. We'll do a little bit more gaming stuff if you're into that. We do movies as well. But I'm Mike. He's Jay. We'll see you guys next time.